Have you ever wondered how two brown-eyed parents can give birth to a blue-eyed baby? Or why a trait can completely disappear in the parents but suddenly show up again in the grandkids? It's not magic, and it's not random luck. It is pure genetics. Welcome back to BioBeatsTune. By the end of this video, you are going to be an absolute master at genetic crosses. We aren't just doing the basics today. We are going to cover what happens when parents are heterozygous, what happens when they are homozygous, and, most importantly, we will look at how to reverse engineer a problem. That means if a test gives you a ratio like 3, 1, or 1, 1, you will know exactly how to work backward to find the genotypes of the parents. Let's break it down. Before we touch the math, we need to master the language. If you get the vocabulary down, biology exams become a breeze. First up, genotype. Think of this as the genetic makeup. It is the hidden code inside the DNA. We represent genotypes using pairs of letters. But in biology, we have a specific scientific name for these letters. They are called alleles. An allele is just a specific version of a gene. You inherit one allele from your mom and one allele from your dad. Second, phenotype. Think of phenotype as the physical appearance, what you can actually see in a photo. This includes things like eye color, hair texture, or height. Now, those alleles in your genotype come in two distinct flavors, dominant and recessive. Dominant alleles are powerful. If they are present, they completely mask the other allele. We always use a capital letter for them. Recessive alleles are quiet. They only show up physically if there are no dominant alleles around to bully them. We use a lowercase letter for them. Because you get two alleles, you can end up with three possible combinations. Homozygous dominant. Two of the same dominant alleles, like capital B. Heterozygous. Two different alleles, one dominant, one recessive, like capital B lowercase b. Homozygous recessive. Two of the same recessive alleles, like lowercase b. To map out how these alleles combine, we use a Punnett square, a simple grid that acts like a genetic calculator. Because there are 4 boxes total, each single box represents a 1/4 chance, 25%, or a 0.25 probability. Now, I'm going to give you 3 different types of crosses that you will see on every single genetics test, and we are going to break down exactly how each one works. Let's dive into our first type. Type 1. Both parents are homozygous for their traits. Capital B crosses lowercase b. Imagine mom is homozygous dominant for brown eyes, capital B. Dad is homozygous recessive for blue eyes, lowercase b. Let's put mom's alleles, capital B and capital B, on top, and dad's alleles, lowercase b and lowercase b, on the left. When we fill in the grid, look at what happens. Every single box gets a capital B from mom and a lowercase b from dad. The genotype and phenotype math. Because every single box is identical, 100% of the offspring are heterozygous, capital B lowercase b, and 100% will have brown eyes. Now, a quick note for your exams. If a question asks for a percentage or probability, you say 100% or 1. If a question strictly asks you to write out a numerical ratio, you write it as 4, 0, or 1, 0. Why? Because a ratio requires a comparison, and this tells your teacher that all 4 boxes went to one trait and 0 went to the other. Type 2. One heterozygous and one homozygous recessive parent. Capital B lowercase b crosses lowercase b. Next up is our second type of cross. What if mom is heterozygous, capital B lowercase b, brown eyes, but dad is homozygous recessive, lowercase b, blue eyes? We put mom's alleles, capital B, lowercase b, on top and dad's lowercase b, on the left. Let's play matchmaker and slide them into the boxes. Let's calculate our metrics here. Genotypic ratio. We have 2 capital B lowercase b and 2 lowercase b written as a ratio. It's 2, 2, which simplifies down to 1, 1. Percentages. There is a 50% chance of being heterozygous, capital B lowercase b, and a 50% chance of being homozygous recessive, lowercase b. Phenotypic ratio. The two capital B lowercase b kids will have brown eyes. The two lowercase b kids will have blue eyes. That gives us a clean one phenotypic ratio, a perfect 50-50 split between brown and blue. Type 3, both parents are heterozygous, capital B lowercase b crosses capital B lowercase b. Finally, we have our third type of cross, and this is the classic textbook setup. Both parents have brown eyes, but they are hiding that recessive blue allele. Let's map it out. Mom, capital B, lowercase b, on top. Dad, capital B, lowercase b, on the left, top left box. B meets B, so the result of the first square is capital B, top right box. Lowercase b meets capital B, so the result of this box is capital B, lowercase b, bottom left box. Capital B meets lowercase b, so the result of this box is capital B, lowercase b, bottom right box. Lowercase b meets lowercase b, and the result is lowercase b for this box. This cross gives us the most diverse results on the board. Let's look at the math. Genotypic ratio. Count the combinations from dominant to recessive. 1, 2, 1, which means 1 for capital B, 2 for capital B, lowercase b, and 1 for lowercase b. Phenotypic ratio. Capital B, and capital B, lowercase b result in brown eyes. That's 3 boxes. Only the lowercase b box results in blue eyes. That gives us the famous 3-1 phenotypic ratio, 75% brown eyes, 25% blue eyes. We just mapped out the 3 most critical scenarios in genetics. Now, before we flip the script and learn how to reverse engineer these squares from scratch, take a quick second to smash that like button and subscribe right here to BioBeatsTune. If you want to keep dropping the best science beats, unlocking easy study hacks, and acing your biology exams, joining the BioBeatsTune family is the absolute best way to do it. Tap that notification bell so you never miss a lesson. All right, stretch your brain cells for a minute, because next, we are doing some real genetic detective work. Imagine you are sitting in an exam, and the question doesn't tell you anything about the parents. Instead, it gives you the traits of the kids and says, an organism produces offspring with a phenotypic ratio of 3-1. What are the genotypes of the parents? Don't panic. You can work backward like a real forensic scientist. Let's look at the 2 secret cheat codes that will help you solve any reverse engineering problem instantly. Cheat code number 1, the 3-1 phenotypic ratio. Whenever a problem tells you that the offspring display a 3-1 phenotypic ratio, meaning 75% have the dominant trait and 25% have the recessive trait, you don't even need to test different combinations. There is only one possible way in the entire universe to get a 3-1 ratio from a single trait cross. Both parents must be heterozygous. Capital B lowercase b crosses capital B lowercase b. Why? Because to get that one lonely recessive offspring, lowercase b, both parents must have a lowercase recessive allele to give away. But because 3 out of 4 kids still show the dominant trait, both parents must also possess a dominant capital allele to pass down. Heterozygous crossed with heterozygous is the only combination that fits the bill. Cheat code number 2. The 1-1 phenotypic ratio. What if the question states that the offspring show a 1-1 ratio, or a 50-50 split between the dominant and recessive phenotypes? Let's think like a detective. To get a 50% drop of recessive offspring, lowercase b, you absolutely must have a homozygous recessive parent, lowercase b, on one side of your square. But if the other 50% of the offspring show the dominant trait, the other parent must have a dominant allele, capital B. However, they can't be homozygous dominant, capital B, capital B. Otherwise, all the kids would look dominant. Therefore, a 1:1 phenotypic ratio always means you are crossing a heterozygous parent, capital B, lowercase b, with a homozygous recessive parent, lowercase b, lowercase b. Let's summarize your new genetic detective cheat codes. If you see a 3:1 look, the parents are heterozygous crosses heterozygous. If you see a 1:1 look, the parents are heterozygous crosses homozygous recessive. Before we wrap things up today, there is one major trick question that teachers love to put on biology exams, and it trips up students all over the world. Think about the Punnett square we just made for our heterozygous parents. The math showed a 25% chance for a blue-eyed baby and a 75% chance for a brown-eyed baby. Now, here is the big secret. Those percentages are the exact options for each individual child, not the whole family. Every single time these parents have a baby, the genetic dice are rolled completely from scratch. The chance resets. So, if their first baby has blue eyes, the chance for the second baby is still exactly 25% for blue eyes. If they have a third baby, the chance is still 25% for blue eyes. Because the chance resets every single time, it is entirely possible for these two brown-eyed parents to have 4, 5, or all of their with blue eyes. The Punnett square doesn't keep score. It just gives you the odds for one pregnancy at a time. And there you have it. You now know how to differentiate genotypes from phenotypes, how to map out homozygous and heterozygous crosses, how to calculate complex probabilities, and how to reverse engineer ratios like a total pro. Thank you so much for tuning in to BioBeatsTune today. If this deep dive helped clear up the confusion around Punnett squares, drop a comment down below and let me know. Tell me what biology topic or tricky exam question you want us to tackle next. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out, and as always, keep dropping those science beats and stay curious. See you next time.